Hello everyone, I'm Ninjam, and today we're going to be doing a base tour. I guess I'll start on the outside. A lot of this is in progress. I'm going to get rid of my UI here to give us a better view. This is the area I've been working on most recently, a little bit of a lag spike here, but a sort of like garden and sitting area on the outside of the castle walls. Then I've been setting up a sort of like tavern and inn area over there. It's mostly unfinished. And this would be the manors for the like rich people district. No one needs rich people. Well, not really, I guess, but they look nice, and that's the point. This is the sort of castle square that will be in front of the main castle. And here, if we walk through this gateway, is a courtyard with some stables for horses, because I figured castles need horses. Might move them because I need to work on those walls. Sheep. These walls are completely unfinished. They'll be fixed up soon enough. Alright, let's run up and see if we can get a better view of the castle. I'm avoiding using my jetpack or anything at this point, because I don't think that would be great to get the bird's eye view of everything. Chose this area because it had a very nice plateau which I could basically take up with the castle. And slight bit of lag there again. Alright. I used a lot of carpenter's blocks in this build and deco craft for these nice armor suits. Here is the throne room, by the way. Hang on, I'm gonna lower my render distance a tiny bit. I did not expect the stream to actually take so much power, would it be?
I guess so.
Power, yeah. Alright, here is the main throne room. A lot of what you see on the walls here are forged micro blocks to make the tapestries. And either micro blocks or carpet, I can't remember which I used for the flooring. The castle is kind of like a labyrinth here. It branches, I think, three different directions here. There are some doorways up there that go to pathway. Then this way and this way go to separate wings of the castle. We're going to go through this wing first, which leads to probably the most completed wing of the castle, which is the sort of church building. Though it is, like everything, it's not completely completed yet. There's still a lot of torches around. Here we have a path upward, which we'll explore soon. And a doorway here, which leads to a sort of study. And the first of some of the castle's many secret areas. Here we can see it looks like a small farm. I tried to hide pretty much all of the tech in the build, but the wiring and pipes in particular, didn't look so techy that I wanted to hide them. And if we come out through this side, we come out to the bridge that we saw from over there. One of my favorite parts of the build, because bridges look awesome. And a small church. I do like DecoCraft, it makes some really good details. And since this version of Minecraft I don't think had chisel and bits, since I'm on Infinity Evolved Expert Mode server, it came in very useful. There's quite a bit to explore through here, so we're going to be running pretty fast. I'm using dark steel armor with the speed boost. Here we have one of the main hallways up to the next floor. Well, the only hallway, I think. And another hidden area. Looks like those trees are growing on their own. I hid all the wiring, though, so it looks magical. Also, it's completely inaccessible from where we are. You have to activate a hidden door somewhere. This world has been going on or been in progress for about 2 years, probably, almost 2 years. I started in March of 2016, and it is now December of 2017. I made a nice study and library type area here, and my goal is that all these windows and views from the castle windows are going to be filled with a sprawling castle town, as you could see from the start I had over there. And the chandeliers are really nice from DecoCraft. I may have overused them. This entire wing is the most complete area of the castle, and it was the first one I started. I do have some in-progress pictures of, not during this wing's completion, but after I built at least the bare bones. Here's the stairway up to the next floor. There are, I think, 3 in this part of this castle. You can't really reach anywhere else from here. And this is a rather small broom cupboard, basically. In here, we have a nice study in one of my favorite areas of the castle because it has at least 2 hidden doors that you cannot see anywhere. You have to hit a switch that I cannot remember where I placed. Part of the problem of building this over years is that you lose things. So let's go up to the final floor here, and we have several more doors, and I think we may have missed something on the second floor in the fountain room. We'll see. Alright, let's go check out some of these rooms. I think this is when I had just discovered DecoCraft, so I've used it a lot. There's another area over here. Another view of the very nice looking farm tower and a nice scenic balcony. If we look up, there is a inaccessible pathway here, which one of my other goals in this build was to make the areas interconnected, but not. If I flew, well, my jetpack is apparently enabled, and jump boots, but if I flew I could get there, but to walk around like we are now, it's not accessible from this wing of the castle at all. Over here we have another door which leads to a book guarded by statues. Maybe it's their Bible. I don't know, it's a church wing, probably something like that. It is turning night out there. Most of the castle is lit up, but there are mobs that do spawn still, just everywhere. That's okay though, because I have good enough armor. All the wiring and important stuff's in anyway. Here are some more of the rooms. I tried to make some cluttered and some be more wide open. As we can see, this is a little bank storage, kind of. Banking and currency storage. I don't know, the church would handle that maybe. And it just looked like it fit. Nope, where'd that door go? Alright, and over here we have a small office. DecoCraft does have some really good decorations for this style of build. I tried to add color to the walls by giving these tapestries. I think they do look pretty nice. Let's see. Is that all? That is all of this part of the castle. Let's go down a shortcut. Probably wouldn't be used. Nothing strange about that wall. The fountain here, though, basically just drops down to the first floor, and I figured I could reuse the water dropping down to make different fountains on each level. It kind of worked, I think. Doesn't look bad to me, at least. Oh, I did not think that... Okay, that is a hidden door, or it was. Pretend it isn't there. Back to the throne room, we will go to the next wing of the castle. which we can choose to go right or left. Let's go right here. This is the dining room. And as we can see, there are 2 doors here. That one's just a sort of food storage area. And what looks like some sort of hole in the wall. Probably not important. There are a lot of hidden passageways here. I think I went overboard on them. Here's the kitchens. They are kind of sparsely decorated. Maybe I do need to put a table here or something. We can see later. Okay, and if we continue going this way, we see the servants' quarters. I don't think I'm going to show all of these rooms because they're very similar with each one. Sounds like there's a zombie somewhere nearby. But I glitched into the wall a bit there. Very similar with each one. So we're going to skip most of the rooms. They cover most of this wall, and instead we're going to look in here to the staircase for the servants' quarters, which has this very nice fountain. Second floor, more of the same rooms, and a strange looking wall over here. And I think I forgot to build a room. Oh well. No secrets there. Not one. Let's continue up these stairs. As it's probably noticeable, I've stopped putting the tapestries. That's just because I ran out of wool, I think, and I started a farm. Then it's a big build. I'm taking a while on it. More rooms. And I actually think that this area is completely separated from most of the other castles, so we have to actually walk back. Or fall. Let's see now. There is a series kind of interconnected hidden doors. But like I said, I forgot where most of the switches are. So we might not be able to see them all. Over here we have the guest rooms for visiting distinguished guests, I thought. Since that made sense. There's a few of them here, and some of them are kind of smaller than the others, but they're all much better than the servants' quarter rooms I built. Oh, I'm stuck in the room now. Alright, and here we have the first of the courtyard kind of areas. I don't know what to call it. I just figured that you gotta mix up the hallways and small rooms with the bigger rooms. So I started several of these type of rooms. Not too many, but enough that it gives the build some differences. The balcony level is completely inaccessible as far as I can remember. There's a way to it through what used to be a secret passageway, but I guess we'll be exploring that next. This is actually my witchery area too, though. It's an interior garden that I hid into this corner. The witch's kettle and cauldron and the first of many teleporters. Most of them are completely hidden, but I tucked that one away in a corner because it didn't look too bad. I tried to start continuing the red wool here. I will probably continue throughout the rest because the walls are a bit too gray without it. Up here we have an incomplete area. There is really nothing around here except a little bit higher there is some nodes. Since I'm wearing some goggles of revealing in the dark helm. Okay. Let's see. Well, I guess next we can go through that storage area unless the door closes on us. I am using drawbridges for a lot of the hidden doors. This is actually something I couldn't get to in my image album because I did not have time. It is incomplete. But let's go through what is complete. It essentially ends up in this incomplete tower, which I think I'm going to be blocking off with a hidden door. And a storage maze. I'm not sure why I did this. But it doesn't look too bad. And it is kind of fun. Also made sure we couldn't fly over it by making it so high up. Oh, apparently you can't fly over it. Let's pretend I didn't do that. Try and solve it legitly. Oh, yeah, I tucked it away in the corner. Made it kind of difficult to see the exit. As you can see, it is completely incomplete. And a nice pedestal.
Is the sword at least in the pedestal?
There is no sword in the pedestal.
You're a failure.
Nah, it's probably not important. As you can see, that pathway, I think, is only accessible through this area. Let's go look. Weird wall again. Really weird wall. No secrets there for sure. Like I said, my goal was to give us some nice views by creating a castle town below. The front has started, but I haven't started my way around it yet. And yeah, here is the way to get to the upper levels of this courtyard area. I don't know what to call it. It's probably a courtyard. And here is yet another area I didn't get to in the image album because the entrances were hidden. But it's my mob farm. I'm going to be hiding the wiring. There is cursed earth in there. I don't think it's really easy to see. And sitting on top of it is a blaze spawner. It looks like the rest of this area is empty. The first of many. But like I said, my goal was to hide pretty much all of the tech stuff, so a lot of it is just jammed into weird places. Let's go back to the main throne room. I tried something fancy with stairs. It doesn't look bad at all. Throne I did not try to be fancy with, and there is a skeleton. Missed. There we go. Let's eat a bit while we look at the not so fancy throne. I'll probably try and spruce it up later. For now, let's go to the courtyard. Courtyard? No. Balcony. There is a nice balcony here. As you can see there. The hallways here are very sparsely decorated. Pretty much because I didn't get to it yet. And there's nothing down there. Except low golem. Nothing at all. And here we have another interior garden area. I think I really just wanted to break up the hallway build type with these sort of areas. Just have them more open and inviting, maybe? It is pretty inviting, I'd say. I might get rid of some of these pillars just to make it more open. Or I might do something weird with different with them. But this is how much of the castle looks. Just because it's such a big build that I'm still filling it in. If we go over here, we can see my attempt at building some very nice looking balconies and bridges. And to find some use of the towers. The only tower that I've really finished, I think, is over here. Which, as we can see, is the tower that had the... Hang on, we'll jump down. Servants' rooms. Wonder why there's another one of those sword pedestals here. Probably not important. If you walk up to the top, there are some decocraft cannons, some ramparts, I think they're called, and you get a really good view of the city I've been building. Not even close to being done, but that's what I'll be doing whenever I do other videos and stuff that work inside the castle. As we can see, there's a good mixture of completely finished, or almost completely finished, and completely unfinished in this build. Yeah, we'll just ignore them. as we try and stick our way through this door. Alright. There are incomplete castle towers as well. They really don't lead anywhere. Those will be fixed eventually, like most of this stuff. And just a random tower, no secrets there. This is going to be a mob arena type build, where I figured I'd have some gates here, have a spawner here, maybe a spawner over there, set up some redstone and computer craft stuff to have them shoot out mobs and you have to fight them. And if we go this way, yeah, let's explore this way first. This way we have the set of stairs heading down to another weird wall. Those walls are put there on purpose. They're supposed to be mismatching. Kind of a hint. This hallway is, as you can see, behind the throne room. Yeah, behind the throne room. Throne room balcony is up there. And there's nothing under here. Yeah, there is nothing under here. I'll have to start building some sitting rooms. But you probably got a glimpse of it. This is my main library. I decided to use the Thaumcraft floating candles for lighting. Partially because they look nice and partially because these lights seem to break for some reason. Whereas the Thaumcraft floating candles have not. There are still dark spots though, so mobs will spawn, as you can see. Hello, Enderman. He said hi back. A lot of the balconies in this room actually cannot be accessed from the ground. And if we go up here, it doesn't even lead to the balcony. I think I was a sadist. We can hear lots of villagers, though. Wonder why. Over here, we do have another doorway. This is pretty much all empty, but I guess we'll run through it really quickly. You can see sort of how I built the castle. First, I built up the walls. Then I started trying to build up interesting interior areas. Like these towers. You can apparently reach this balcony from there. I didn't think you could. Okay. Well, in there you get the first glimpse of something magical. That is a Thaumcraft node. One of the energized ones. And here we have... There's no way in. Another strange wall. Wonder what that's for. Maybe I'll show it off later. There's nothing behind it, though. We're just going to jump down here. And I think we're done with this area, so... what else is there? Oh, yeah. Climb back up these stairs. See, climbing. Totally not cheating. And we'll go back this way and start exploring this way. If we go this way, we hit an empty room. But if we go this way, we hit another empty room. And if we go this way, we hit a staircase. It leads to empty rooms, though. We'll see more of it later. And if we go this way, it's not an empty room, it's a classroom. This is the magic school wing of the building. And I'm having a lot of fun designing this one. Whiteboards are marble that was cut using the forged microblocks. I think it looks pretty good. As you can see, there's a bigger classroom here and that empty room from earlier. It will have a use at some point, someday. This is the, like, potions and such classroom. That was my goal here. I'm going to be filling it in with plants and water and make it be a little more interesting. This is still a work in progress, but if I didn't start showing it off now, I would have kept saying, oh, I gotta wait until I'm done. Gotta wait until I'm done. You can sort of start seeing the rooftop gardens there, and the broom closet. Or an under the stairs closet.
You're never going to be done.
I will eventually be done, is my goal. But I figured I could show it off at least a little bit, since I've put a lot of work into it. Let's go up the stairs here. Actually, wait. We should probably finish exploring this floor before we go up to the next one. Here is the rooftop gardens. There is actually no gardens but grass here, but grass is a good start. And up there you can start to see my bee setup. I had to turn the area into a proper bee biome using that silverwood node, which is why the grass is turning weird colors here. Still gives the water sort of rainbow effect, which might work if the light was going through it. And you can see that inaccessible path again, the one that we saw from down there, which means that we're right above that church area, and yet we couldn't reach it without going through half the castle. And there's still a lot to go, as you can see. We're not even all the way up. And in fact, I don't think most of it is accessible from just walking around. Alright, oh yeah. We never went down this hallway, did we? Well, down this hallway we can see the classroom here. And a lot more of the in-progress area. I think this is the same classroom from where the area is. And then a sitting rooms plus small library. Apparently I just left a sign. Probably not going to be a secret there later. Let's go back up those stairs. And we can see the balcony and pathway here, which I'm going to put a teleporter probably in the middle of this tower, and then build a sort of dormitory down there, probably somewhere in that area, and have the teleporters link up. That way students wouldn't have to walk up 16 flights of stairs if they lived in dormitories or in the village and Castletown below, because I think that would kill anyone. Back inside, we can see the sitting room for the students in the dormitory. Lit by floating candles. And the stairway to the top floor of the dormitory is here, which is completely empty. There's a small balcony sitting area here. Let's drop back down. And as you can see, the castle is still very much unfinished. The dorm rooms are empty up here. There's still, I think, 2 floors of the school to go. And that staircase we saw earlier, it's nice and built up, but doesn't lead anywhere. We can, however, access the balcony area of this area from the school area. Very interconnected, but separate. I had a lot of fun with that. I think that up there, we're going to start getting flyy because I know that nothing else is complete. There's a nice balcony area here. And let's start flying around and get a view of some of the other things that before we teleport into the depths of this build where the actual tech is. Alright. The rooftops up here are completely unfinished. As we saw earlier, there's not much here, and I haven't even completed the windows. If we fly up a little bit more, we can see, without any of the decorations or building actually done, it's very bland. I did try and start expanding out the walls with these balconies. They do require some refinement, and my character's starving. Alright. Let's drop down a little bit. As you can see, these walls are finished and the floors aren't in though. But there are different varying heights. You can sort of see the Botania tower there, which is accessible through a secret area. Alright, let's get out the wand of traveling. Staff of traveling, same thing. And you can see the various teleport pads I have stationed throughout because I apparently built all that stuff just to avoid walking. Anyway, this is my manual processing room. This was the first room I built that was designed to house anything that I didn't have automated whenever I entered here, which was pretty much all of it. You can see the carpenters, pretty much all this stuff. Ethereal glass for the nice windows. This is that farm tower that we saw earlier from this balcony area and those floors. I think we might have missed this one, or is it just not visible? No, it is. We probably saw it and it just wasn't that impressive looking. Let's see now. Where else from here? Yeah, staff of the traveling again. Let's go to the ME storage room, which is really more the terminal room. I have the interface, pattern, and crafting terminal. You can see I do have a quarry running. It's been running for quite a while because that's how we have 445,000 iron. There is a lot of stuff in this system. I am kind of running out of storage. And here we have the Thaumcraft setup, or some of it. So here we have the wooden golem dropping stuff into Essentia providing system. No, he's not dropping into it. He just has a backpack on that allows him to put him into the system. And as you can probably guess from the wall here, we are sharing a wall with the library. Meaning all of this is hidden behind an area in the library. Let's go up first. Here we have some bookshelves. No secret doors there. Most probably obvious there is one, but still. And yep, we're sharing a wall with the library. If we go this way and take off my ring of magnetization, we have my Botania set up. It is constantly firing because I just built the portal here. And this. I mostly focused on the tech side of things for a while. Let's drop down, and then drop down, and then drop down. But I built this tower around some of these Daybloom Primus. Let me see where they were. I swear there was another one back here, but I guess there wasn't. If we go a floor up from here... Oh. Apparently I'm not going a floor up, I'm just going to fall. We have my Endoflame set up, which it worked for a while because I left the world on as a server to get the quarry to work. And this would store up mana, but now it's just breaking even with the portal. This is being fueled from the tree farm that we got a peek of earlier through some of the stuff. Here we have the main depths of the ME system. And zombies somewhere. I think I was growing some flowers over here because I just needed a place to do that real fast. I dug this hole about a couple months ago. I don't remember what it was for. I really don't. I'll put it to use at some point, I'm sure. Might have been computers. Okay. Here we have some of my power because I decided to use biogas. I think they're empty. At least some of them are. Let's wait for the lag to settle. I think it's the streaming that's causing the lag, 'cause it usually runs just fine on higher settings than now. Either I have them disabled or they ran out of lava. They usually don't require lava to run, just to start. Yeah, I think they ran out of lava. Probably ran out of biogas. Or biomass, yeah. Here we have... This is one of the most important parts of this entire castle, the auto chisel. It's set up to a... what's it called? Level emitter. That will basically tell it to autocraft 20 and keep in stock 20,000 stone bricks. At once. I think I've been through that entire 20,000 4 or 5 times at least. Here we have the... let me find it. Yeah, it was above my head. This is the lowest, or last? Yeah, last priority, -30 storage cells. Once these actually start glowing, which they probably will soon, I know that I need to upgrade my storage. Crafting CPUs are over here after the lag spike. And it's not responding. Well, as you can see next to the crafting CPUs, I have a storage drawers array, which I think voids a lot of the excess items I have, like cobblestone. Because no one needs 30,000 cobblestone, or not 30,000, 3 million cobblestone. I have quite a bit still, but the extra gets voided. I think I might have to cut it for now and show the rest of the tech. Oh, nope, it came back in. Alright, well, this is the storage drawers array. I think I have the IO port and chest to see what's getting filtered in 2 large quantities, and then filter those into new drawers as I need them. This is the assembler cubes, arrays. Fills up full 32 channels. I do have these going to a sub-network, which controls my channel usage. Down here I have the interfaces to control auto crafting for some of the things I need. There is not enough stuffed eggplant. Not only is it my food source, it's also my power source, so that kind of happens. And here we see the mess. Essentially, this is the energy storage tower. I decided to put pretty much all of the automated tech into one place and just kept digging down as I needed, and then I never upgraded these flux ducts. They are not keeping up, basically. Just because I started at the top and just started flowing the power downward. If we keep going down, you can hear ominous chanting. Ominous chanting is totally normal around here. My character is far enough into Thaumcraft that he hears it all the time. Wow, that is loud. Alright, let's leave that. Probably nothing good anyway. As I get stuck. Alright, we'll fly up. Most of the power comes through either the times 64 culinary generator or these solar panels. But there's a bunch of it that comes through filtering through this draconic orb, which I left up here because I thought it was very techy, and through this array of solar panels. Most of it gets siphoned off before it gets to the bottom, though, by the tesseract here. I have an ender quarry somewhere. I moved my world at some point, and I have no idea where it is now. All my waypoints are gone. As you can see, I have like 3 that are hidden right now, but those are ones I just set up. Try and find some of those hidden switches around here. Alright, and I think that is pretty much all of the build. Wait, we haven't gone to the Blood Magic Tower. We'll drop in on that. Those villager sounds we heard before came from here. Which, as we can see, I have not automated this yet. I will do that eventually. I have been a lot more focused on the building aspect because I've been wanting to get a bunch of building done. This is the B area. I set up a small, pretty well hidden area here. Filtering out the... What is this? Okay, what am I filling this inner tank with? Biomass? Okay, this is where the biomass comes from. I knew it came from somewhere. We have a squeezer, centrifuge, carpenter. All set up and lined up nicely. Crafting terminal here. I think I've been leaving this running for too long though because it's got quite a bit. I honestly don't know where most of them are going. I think they're going into the main system. Yes, my bees. I think down here are a couple more wires, that's all. And I think that's pretty much all. Thank you for watching. I will be streaming more of what I'm doing on this world and probably uploading it to YouTube too. So have a good day. Goodbye.